When you look at the Lakers' problems this season, the one thing that stands out is Russell Westbrook. But today, I'm here to tell you guys how the Lakers' problems is more than Russell Westbrook. Welcome to the Between the Lines podcast, where we're here talking about the NBA. We talk about the NBA every episode, and today we're here to talk about the Lakers, so let's go. Now, it's been an interesting 7 months as a Lakers fan. We lose against the Suns in the playoffs. Anthony Davis goes out with an injury again in the playoffs, and we lose. Then we go into the offseason. We know we need to make another trade for another star because the league is just getting more deeper and it's getting more hard, especially in the West. You know how the West is. And we decided to trade for Russell Westbrook. Looking back at it right now, terrible trade. But fast forward into the regular season, we start off kind of slow, and you kind of expected that. Russell Westbrook is new to this team, especially for a team like this. He has to get his feet wet. Anthony Davis came out playing like complete garbage, and LeBron even came out playing like trash. But then all three of them kind of stepped it up a little bit, but then Anthony Davis went out with that injury, and he's missed a month since then. And the Lakers have been kind of on and off. And especially as a Lakers fan, it's kind of been hard to watch them because it's not really exciting anymore. The team is trash. The team is terrible. But all the problems are not Russell Westbrook like the media is trying to tell you. Don't get me wrong. Russell Westbrook has been playing like complete garbage, especially the last few games. I mean, let me read out these numbers to you. Yesterday, against the Kings, 2 for 14. 8 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 turnovers. Terrible. Game before that, 6 points, 2 for 12, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Terrible. Game before that, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 for 14 from the field, 11 rebounds, 13 assists. We end up winning that game. But just the numbers and the efficiency is god awful. And for a player like Russell Westbrook that's in the Hall of Famer, it's kind of hard to watch. It's really hard to watch because you can kind of see going down in the line when people try to rank Russell Westbrook or people try to talk about Russell Westbrook. They're going to talk about this year and how terrible he's been. He's been god-awful, but I'm not putting it all on him because for the Lakers and the ownership and Rob Pelinka and all them guys, this is what we get. We went name hunting. That's the problem with NBA. A lot of teams try to go out there and look for that name instead of looking for the pieces that fit around their stars. We have 2 stars in Anthony Davis and LeBron James that need the ball to be effective. And when they have the ball, they're one of the best players in the world. It was no point of going out there and grabbing another ball hog type player, another player who you just see the flaws in this game. He can't shoot. He's easy to go against on defense, and he's terrible on defense himself. And then, like I didn't even tell y'all, he's averaging 4.5 turnovers a game. He's just a flawed player. We didn't need to go out and get him because his name is Russell Westbrook. We didn't need to do that. We had a trade for Buddy Hield on the line, and it was pretty much accepted until Russell Westbrook's name came up. The trade was for Kuz. It was with Kuz and Montrezl Harrell to the Kings for Buddy Hield and Marvin Bagley. That's a great trade for us. Buddy Hield, he's not having the best season, but you put him in a role with us where he's the 2 playing next to LeBron. LeBron's playing on 1. He's playing off ball. That would fit so perfect. And then you bring in a guy like Marvin Bagley, who's a young player. And if he didn't pan out with us, which he probably wouldn't because no young guy really pans out with us. If he didn't pan out with us, that's an easy trade piece. But we went out there and decided to trade for Russell Westbrook. And now we're paying for it. And we're going to be paying for it for a long time. When you look at Russell Westbrook's contract, it's automatically one of the worst in the league. And I don't want to keep talking bad about Russell Westbrook because I like the guy. I really like Russell Westbrook. I grew up watching Russell Westbrook. But the contract is terrible, and it's something that we're going to be stuck with probably till it's over. This year he's making $44 million. Next year it goes up to $47. And the year after that, it goes up to 48. We're definitely going to be paying for it for a long time. But, like I said, all the struggles that we're having right now is not on Russell Westbrook. When you look at the rest of the team, first of all, let's talk about LeBron. perfect. He's doing everything we need him to do. Shout out to LeBron. I hate that you're 37 years old and you got to go out there and average 37 points just for us to even lose by 10 points. Like, he be going out there dropping 40 points, so we're still getting blown out. That sucks. I hate that he has to do that. But he's doing it, and that just shows you why he's one of the best players of all time. But when you look at the other pieces around him, we don't have no good pieces that fit around our stars. The only two good pieces we have is Carmelo and freaking Malik Monk. That's it. We have Dwight Howard coming off the bench because Anthony Davis doesn't want to play center. We still have DeAndre Jordan because Anthony Davis doesn't want to play center. When you look at the other guards we have on the team, Avery Bradley, just for defense, he's not even good on defense anymore. He's not really helping us out on that side of the ball at all. Taylor Horton-Tucker, let's talk about him. A young guy that LeBron tried to gas up just to get his trade value up. Bro, I love LeBron, bro. I love when he did that. But Taylor Horton-Tucker, you can see the potential. But like I said, on the Lakers, we're trying to win right now. We don't have time for you to try to go out there and get your ISO buckets and try to learn how to play winning basketball. We don't have time for that. And that's why he needs to go. But that's why he's not playing good on this team, because he has to play all ball because he's playing as Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, Anthony Davis. He can't really play his game. And I bet once he gets traded, we will see a whole new Taylor Horton-Tucker, and it would just be like, damn, well, why did they give him up? It's because we had to. It's because we had to, because we're trying to win. Other guys, we don't even have depth like that. We're playing Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves was on a 2-way contract, but we're forced to play him because we don't have depth. Because they put all this money into Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is making $44 million, guys. But like I said, it's not about Russell Westbrook. This video basically is about the Lakers organization, about the front office. This is their fault. It's all going to be blamed on Russell Westbrook. I get it, because the media has to pick on somebody. But to be honest, Russell Westbrook shouldn't have been in this position. He shouldn't be a Laker. He should still be a Washington Wizards player. Because now look what we got to do. We're not winning this year. We're not winning the next year. And we're not winning the year after that. And I'm not putting it on him. Like I said, I'm putting it on the organization. Because you knew what you traded for. You traded for a dude that's making $44 million just because his name is freaking Russell Westbrook. Come on now. That's on the organization. Yes, you will hope that he will play better with the team, learn how to play off ball, learn how to cut and do stuff. But that's just asking somebody to do something that they're not accustomed to doing. That's why I'm not mad at Russell Westbrook. I see he's playing like trash. If you go on my Twitter, I haven't bashed Russell Westbrook yet. I'm like, damn. The only thing bad I did say is it was one game the dude have 10 turnovers. And I was like, bro, this dude really has 10 turnovers. That's the only time I say anything bad about Russell Westbrook. Any other time, bro, I just don't really talk about it. Sometimes I can't even watch Lakers games. I love LeBron. I know it's coming down to the end of his career, but I can't watch. We suck. It's hard to watch. But the whole purpose of this video is to just tell y'all, don't get fooled by the media trying to put all this on Russell Westbrook. And you even have some other media pages talking about, should the Lakers try to trade Russell Westbrook? We can't. We're stuck. Nobody's going to pay Russell Westbrook $47 million. Nobody wants to do that. We are stuck. Now we're in a chokehold. We don't have that much money to make no moves. LeBron's making 40 himself. AD, I think next year kicks up to 40. That is all Freddie. That is $130 million right there, because Russell Westbrook's going to be making 47 next year. Like, bro, we don't have no flexibility to do any moves. Any player that comes on this team, you're going to be making $5 million or under. You can't really make that much. I think our next highest contract is Taylor Horton-Tucker, because we got him before we traded for Russell Westbrook. Now we're in the luxury tax. But other than that, bro, we're not going to be able to make no moves. So, it sucks to be a Lakers fan right now. But I'm also a Cavs fan, and it doesn't really suck to be a fan of them right now. But that's it for this video, man. Shout out to Russell Westbrook. I'm not a hater. I really like Russell Westbrook. I hate seeing him in these interviews because he looks suppressed. I know he's on Instagram. I know he's on Twitter. He's getting bashed every freaking day. They're on Twitter making spaces talking bad about him. I feel bad for him. Shout out to him. Shout out to LeBron for being a GOAT. Other than that, probably be back with a video tomorrow. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.